Hi everyone, my name is Victor Rios and this is
Raquel Arraes.
and this is Commuting, a chat where we share a bit of food, Latin American food, and then we talk about our stories and also our careers. Join us today in this amazing conversation. Today we went to Brasileiro. It's what would you call this? A butchery, or it's a shop that has
a shop, shop.
Yeah, they also sell meats and it's a grocery store. And then also they actually sell coxinhas and kiwis and pão de queijo. So today we decided to go into the shop and go and see what it's like and buy a few things and have a bite. And we're gonna try this. What is that you're trying today? Today I am with Raquel Arraes. She's gonna be interviewed and we're gonna talk about her life. But before we jump into that, we're gonna talk about the food. So what is that you have in, Raquel?
So I'm gonna have coxinha of chicken.
Yeah, what's
chicken.
a coxinha?
Coxinha is like that's made of flour with the filling is chicken, and you can put as well like cheese or you can put meat. So the one that I chose is chicken with cheese.
And I'm gonna try pão de queijo, which is basically cheese bread. It's a very lovely way of how actually they make it. It has a lot of cheese. In Bolivia as well, we have something similar.
Really?
Yeah, but it's actually harder. It's called cuñapé. But I love the Brazilian one. I normally like it when it's with coffee, but today we're gonna have it with Guaraná.
For a sponsor.
It's not sponsor, not sponsor.
Guaraná, sponsor us, please.
So we're gonna have a bite, and then eventually we're gonna come back and talk a little bit more about this. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. So we had a lovely coxinha and a lovely pão de queijo, cheese bread. And do you enjoy your coxinha?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah?
Of course, claro.
So if you want to find these sort of pastries and patties, you can find it in Brasileiro, which is just across the Stratton Hill station. And they have a variety of Brazilian products. It's just amazing. We definitely recommend.
Yes, thumbs up.
What does it make you feel eating Brazilian food, Raquel?
Oh. This is like a little hug from my country, you know, like I feel like a little care, you know, a cafuné. When someone touches your head, it's called cafuné in Portuguese.
Ah, okay.
So I feel like that, like someone is taking care of me, do you know what I mean? I don't often eat Brazilian food, so I like to go sometimes to have that same feeling.
Yeah.
Especially when you eat a coxinha or a paçoca or brigadeiro, pão de queijo.
Don't start. Yeah, no, it's lovely because like we were just talking before, in London there was not, 10 years ago, it wasn't like this. Like you wouldn't be able to find as many shops that you can find now.
Yeah.
You had to go to a specific location, and sometimes it would take you at least 20 minutes to get there or half an hour.
Wow.
But now it's like pretty much
Yeah,
everywhere
every
you
corner,
can.
yeah.
Yeah. So there we go. If you want to find more, we'll leave the links there for you to go. But we're gonna carry on having a conversation with Raquel Arraes. So please tell me your story.
Oh my God, where do I begin? Well, from Brazil, I was born in São Paulo. My parents are from Minas Gerais, and I have 3 siblings that was born in São Paulo as well. And just a happy girl living her best life. We often travel to, I lived a little bit in Minas as well because my dad is he's fascinated where he's from, of course, he always had the idea, one day I will go back to Minas and I'm gonna live there. So that was the discussion with my mom, because my mom wanted to stay in São Paulo. So we traveled once. We moved to Minas and we stayed there for 4 years. And then I went back to Brazil when I was 11. My mom decided to go back and we never moved since. My dad is in Minas right now,
Oh,
so
okay.
he's happy. Yeah. And I started doing theater when I was 13, like community theaters, like in the cultural centers, and doing theater on the church. Look at that! Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, so then I started doing theater on the church, and I just loved it. And then professionally later. So when I think I had that feeling that I wanted to be an actress, and when I did a play, a teacher told me like, don't leave theater, theater loves you, that's where your place is. And then I was like, okay, I always wanted to do it, but having someone saying that to me, it was like a stamp, like of approval, like
oh, that's
yes.
great. We always need someone who can
Yeah.
motivate you to do stuff, right?
Yeah, especially when you were young, you
Yeah.
don't know what to do with your life. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pursue it. And my parents never told anything. They always, they didn't fund me, didn't sponsor me, but they always supported me.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad was a musician as well, so I
Okay.
think that's where these artists come from. So the artistic come from. And yeah, so then I graduated in Brazil because you need a license to acting in TV and films. So it's called DRT or DRT. So because I had done so much theater, basically I just needed to graduate to get it because I already had the experience, suppose the training. And then I did that. And then me and my friends went to Global. We did a road trip to Global to like sign up. Oh, now we're gonna be famous.
Global, by the way, is one
Yeah.
of the biggest televisions in Brazil.
Yeah, it's like being on BBC.
BBC, yeah.
So yeah, that was, until today, not as much as used to be, but still when you are on Global, people like you made in life, you know. So we went to our
you made it.
Yeah, yeah, made it on my way back. So yeah, it was fun though. We went there, we had an amazing weekend, and yeah, even like my friend has contacts with people inside Global, like powerhouses, but it didn't work for us. And then went back to São Paulo, and we just started doing films, little commercials here and there, documentaries, everything you could grab basically. A lot of corporate work because that's our butter and bread. And doing my own films as well, not me, but I mean collaborative way producing together. And doing theater, did a lot of theater in Brazil. But I was not happy, you know, I was like, of course you're hustling all the time, but I was on a stage that nothing was fulfilling me because I had to work. I was working in a shopping center, and I always had this idea to move abroad as well. I always want to travel the world. I think because of my dad always like, Minas, São Paulo, always traveling, that I got the bug. So I decided to go to the first place I could go, Australia. So then I went to Australia, got all my savings from this place. I said, let's try it. And then I stayed there for, it was meant to be in a month just to see if I liked the place, if that's what, just to have the experience to travel abroad because I never traveled like that far. And then I stayed 3 months. Went to some workshops over there, like zero English, and I was studying English in Australia as well. So then I went to these workshops, tried to see, like didn't understand anything, but they're like having fun basically. Then I came back to Brazil. After 2 weeks, I was like, okay, I saw my family, now I need to go somewhere else. didn't want to live in Brazil anymore. I was not happy as a citizen there. I was like, nah, I don't think I can live here. Then I started looking, and I always want to go to Ireland as well. Like Europe always fascinated me, maybe Oscar Wilde as well. So I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna go to Ireland. And then this time it was not for 3 months. I was like, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my career there. And I remember like before, just thinking about it, I was like searching on Google if there was agencies in Ireland, and I saw like some actors there, and I was like, well, if there's actors and all these agencies, pretty sure there's jobs. So I started to searching more the industry in Ireland, and I could see they have like a deal with the government to bring productions from US to Ireland. So I was like, okay, this is a good thing. And I made a Facebook, a professional Facebook, and started adding all the actors. And they were nice, they talked to me, and they gave me tips, like go to this course, do this, do that.
That's amazing.
And then when I got there, they were really welcome. And then I'm still friends with a few of them. And then in Ireland I worked a lot, did same thing, corporate, more established productions, which was pretty cool. And what else? Commercials, short films. It was super fun. I really enjoyed. And then I think the pond got a little bit smaller. Maybe I got more ambitious. Moved to London.
Oh, wow.
And now I'm here.
You're here. You finally.
That's
it's funny.
my story.
Yeah. It's great. It's great because it's like you be moving kind of like into sort of continents like Brazil, South America, Australia, and then you came to Europe, and still from there doubling to the UK.
Because I mean, it's not just about the arts, you know. You want to fulfill as a human being as well. And I think I was missing the sun. And Ireland has not much sun, so I was like, yeah, let's go to a place busier. And London is like São Paulo. Maybe I was missing the town as well.
Except from the sun. we have a summer. We still have some sun.
No, compared to Ireland,
really?
This is great. We live in a tropical country. Yes, definitely.
And you see, this is interesting because I think the whole idea of like finding out about different people and different journeys is exciting. You know, we've been having conversations with other people who were born here, also Latin American mix or Latin American heritage, and I think everyone has a different journey, and I think it's very exciting to explore this because I didn't know you were in Australia. You know, and this is really cool.
Yes, we don't realize that when we go into arts and do a work, all these things influence. And as I said, I always want to travel the world. I don't even know where do I belong anymore because, you know, I've been so long away from Brazil, and, you know, all this, you know how it is.
Citizen of the world.
Yeah, we are citizens of the world. And then, yes, in London it's been good. It's quite different from Ireland because Ireland I was working quite a lot. But in terms of making a community, I don't think Ireland, I mean, of course, there is makers there, but I think here I can see this more often. I can see doers here, even like not only in our community, but other ones as well. It's like you see people producing all the time. And I think this is pretty cool. So then I decided to do my film as well because I was not getting auditions as much as I used to, and trying to stepping out of my comfort zone as well. I think more you understand, more you're in this career, you can realize. And I think the times changed as well. Like 5 years ago, nobody, you were only an actor, a director, and now you do a little bit of everything. So I was like, let's try to make a movie.
And this leads into the film I Am Frida, isn't it?
I Am Frida Kahlo.
I Am Frida Kahlo. It's a film that was produced, directed, co-directed, co-produced, co-wrote,
and acted.
and acted.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful film that we're still waiting for it to be in FilmLocos, but unfortunately at the moment it's still running on festival and it's doing so well because it got selections,
Yeah.
it got nomination, and it was a winner as well.
Yes, got a best experimental film.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but you can see the trailer.
The trailer is still
I can
available.
share the trailer.
So tell me about I Am Frida Kahlo.
Yeah, so as I said, like I want to do something more, getting out of my comfort zone, and I always want to be Frida at some point in my life, like Macbeth for most of actors. So and I just want to show her flaws or the way she affects me, and that's what I put on my film. The film is made all by cast and crew, female cast and crew.
Yes.
From me to the editing, original soundtrack, everybody's woman. My own money. I put my own money, no fundings, no fundraisers, nothing.
Yes.
And it was challenging, but super cool. Just before the pandemic, like.
Yeah.
So then the production took a little longer because I want the soundtrack. It has to be, and then I was like looking for it.
Yeah.
Try to find the perfect one, and then it took like 6 months to do it.
But it's worth it because now it's doing well.
Yeah,
You know, I
it's
think-
out there, making
yeah.
me proud.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I congratulate you because I think it's
Thank you.
amazing, and I think this is the kind of stories is important to people, let them know, because sometimes people just get to see the outcome,
Yeah.
and really it does have something behind it, right? It does take a lot of work, like you said, it has to come some sort of investment from your own pocket.
Yeah.
The whole process, it is a journey in its own.
Yeah, and even it's not, of course, that shows like when you do something you were afraid of, how it can turn out. Doesn't mean because I got the award, they're like, you're saying that because of it. But no, even if I didn't get anything, I learned how manage people in a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And looking for a perfect soundtrack, the editing how I wanted. So the actors, everything I cast, so and it's an opportunity as well to show the way you see the world and hire your friends. So I think that's why I want to do it. I have so many friends that I met in courses doing great work and not being cast. So it's like, I'm gonna cast them. So that's why I did it.
That's amazing. It's lovely to see, like, all the work that you put is not just about yourself, but it's also about creating opportunities. And I think that's why it's also Raquel is going to be joining us on the season 1 of short films that we're doing for FilmLocos, and it's just fascinating that having you also part of the team as a filmmaker.
Thank you.
And
I
think
to be here.
Yeah. So if like the people who are watching, because there might be some young people or some people who are still sort of in the process of want to become an actor, want to become a filmmaker, want to do their own short films or work, what is the things that you would say to them?
I'd say you have an amazing tool just next to you in your pocket. That's your phone. I'm pretty sure the youngers know how to do a TikTok, how to cut, how to put song, how to put the titles. So make a film. Like if you're dancing there and you like dance, do a film about that. Go research how you see the world. Show what you want to see as well. Like if you're not seeing anything that resonates with you, go do that. And bring friends along with, because this journey is really solitary. When we finish here, everybody go to their own house and try to get their own journey, their own jobs, trying to be seen the best way. But when you have a group of friends, you always can make things together and can help each other. So go do films.
Amazing. So if you want to find out more about the stuff that Raquel is doing, I'm going to leave the links over there so that you can follow her. And also you can follow on the YouTube channel. There's going to be more interviews. Raquel is also part of the commuting, which is basically a moment where we can have a bite of something to eat. We can talk about our stories, and we can inspire as well with the work that we're doing.
Yeah, we want to share all the amazing people that we are surrounded by.
And that's the main goal of this interviews, and I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
So until the next time.